So, as at this point, another release of narcotics. Time ain't got narcotics, so we're bouncing between the two. So it's good that you get to see the background. Uh, so you get to see why you're not seeing as much of those faces as possible. I very much like there was a female with the children there. This is to shut them off on my brain. This is necessary for, I don't know why there's no mode on this when you can get out of the screen. Suppose that it goes. This is necessary so you get to see me and my reactions to the crimes. Because if you're gonna stop recording in time again, the overwhelms of the amount of things. This is couldn't be the more perfect definition of the tag mountains, which showcases the mountains you have to surpass for this war crime, which really makes sense if you're dealing with an entire society of war criminals and drug criminals. I noticed the interest that disappeared. It was just until the drugs had an effect on me. Good thing I mentioned that before, right? That the all the time when they did it. So for this one time, it was them. For the previous time, that came back in time, it was just this. Cool. That's on fire. And that gets published immediately. That's good people for Iguaçu and surrounding areas, by the way. That's that good tag, what it means. So maybe they're gonna convince you that they went back in time, right? Registered and published already, back in time. Maybe not. If they don't, just know this is good people for Iguaçu, as everyone else knows this. Neat. I was watching that video they showed me before was actually quite eye opening. Very good suggestion by the person to share. Something that I know now you can identify quite clearly. I also noticed the on and off switches, right? Because since I'm talking, no need for other further different things. So listen to the normal background. So let's gonna continue to edit the files. Remember like several videos you get me showing criminals waiting to move around, me tapping on the elevator and being someone inside with no button pressed. They at least have more than a dozen individual times when you enter an elevator and there's no button pressed. The door fully closed, the door reacting to me pressing because there's someone dead, just not just inside the elevator. Yeah. So I suppose that was just creepy. But now in context, if you need to convince someone, because again, this is adversarial. We're not going to be dealing with this in a bitty buddy convincing phase. So when you need to convince people in an argument for whatever sort, I would suggest that one that tells very clear picture of what you see here. So now, for instance, there's individuals in front of me just standing there doing absolutely nothing. Other than acting weird and staring at me. And also the staring at me is very common. So mind that too. Cool. That's a definition of the mountains as well as good. Keep up, citizenship. I think I even know the tag for, but it's getting to the point of the edge. So much so I don't know. For narcotics on me again.